moments in my life where in that moment you have I think it's like twofold. You have that feeling and you acknowledge what's going on, and then it's the action piece.
Yeah.
And that's obviously the hardest part. But getting raw with yourself, I think, is the most actionable thing you can do, because it helps you see what you're like at a fork in a road,
Yeah.
right? And it's like, okay, which one do I want to go for? So I think that's really good advice for anybody listening. And really you can apply that to any juncture or crossroad in your life with anything, relationships, decisions with your health, like, you know what I mean? Like pick your fear or pick your discomfort.
100%. And I would say that your body tells you exactly what you want. And this is something that I've kind of learned to listen to. We talk about listening to our mind and our heart all the time, but our body is so aligned with us in the sense that if I feel something in my bones, that term exists for a reason, right? Because you feel it in your core, in your gut. I have a 5-second rule where I'm like, okay, as soon as I feel something, I hold on to that, because in 5 seconds, my mind's going to start convincing me of otherwise. My mind's going to start convincing me, no, don't leave, because what about money? What about this? What about stability? What about, but you want to be able to afford, a house next year. How are you going to be able to do that? All these little elements of life that come through, the extras that really don't contribute to your core, your mind convinces you otherwise of what your body tells you. So I set a 5-second rule. As soon as I have thought and felt something, I instantly am aware that my mind's going to kick in any second, and I need to hold that piece. I need to hold that core gut feeling I'm getting. I need to hold on to that. And I would say that a lot of us avoid it. A lot of us ignore it because it's probably the easiest thing to do. And so that kind of discipline has really changed the game for me in decision making and taking these kind of leaps.
Yeah, that's amazing. And often I think the brain is the rational part of the body. We owe a lot to it for keeping us alive, but it does try and give meaning to everything when sometimes it stands on its own enough as it is. And I think the reason that is so good, I love that, just sitting with the thought for 5 seconds and just noticing what that knee-jerk reaction is, because that often is a little bit uncomfortable because it's prompting change, right? But if you actually just, that's a really good actionable thing people can take and maybe practice. That's a good way to start listening to that inner voice that, when we talk about following your intuition or being more intuitive, I think it comes down to small things like this. My fiance, he used to be a chiropractor, and he's had a huge career shift, which is totally random. But in his times being a chiropractor, we used to talk about how the body's language was pain. And I find this really interesting, just in kind of like a tangent of what we're talking about, is it will also send you signals when things are not right, as equally as when you need to make change or do something